Hello, beautiful face. Or actually, this is YouTube. This is my first time going live on YouTube, so I thought we'd give it a go. And I wanted to talk about our consciousness and how your external reality, everything going on around you, is a direct reflection of your internal consciousness. And what I mean by consciousness is your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings. And they're not always the apparent thoughts, emotions, and feelings. Generally, it's the subconscious, because as we know, the subconscious mind runs over 95% of our day. Every day, sleep, awake, anything. So if we're constantly running a consciousness that is not positive or uplifting or a key component to where we want to go, our consciousness is guiding us back into that loop, that space where we may not want to be anymore. So it is so important to check our consciousness. And how do we do that? If you're feeling disgruntled, if you're feeling upset, bitter, sad, and it's okay to have the emotions, we just don't want to sit in them for long periods of time. So if you're feeling this way and you're not quite sure why, ask your higher self, ask yourself, what has caused this feeling within me? Ask yourself that. And because when you ask, your higher self, your consciousness it has to tell you. That's the law. That's the law, one of the main laws of the universe. Like, you have to have the answer. If you ask, seek and you shall find. Seek and you shall find. That is what will happen. But we have to be aware enough of that consciousness to ask these questions, to come into ourselves enough and be comfortable with ourselves enough to trust that the answers we're getting are the correct answers. Sorry, my cat's into something. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling not right, ask yourself. And it may not come right now, but it'll come. I promise you it will come. It will come to you. It always does. And how we unknot these knots within our nervous system, within our energy system, is we simply feel into them. And that doesn't mean we have to relive the trauma that we may have been through that has caused this, but we relive and we rewrite them to what we want them to be. So I'll give you an example in my life. I've always had, I don't want to use the word struggle or had issues. One of my biggest things in life is to rewrite the relationship I had with myself. And on the flip side, the relationship I had with men in my life. Just because of things when I was young, not having great relationships, my father leaving, never knowing him. And so my relationship with myself was based in a way that I didn't love myself because I was never shown that love, especially from a man. And it doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, anything like that. It's just that love coming to you, right? So when things start going really good in my life, when I start getting feeling like, oh, this is great, my nervous system doesn't know how to react. And I've noticed this even still when things start going really, really good, I come into the trauma where it's like waiting for the other shoe to drop. What is gonna go wrong now? And this is a common theme I see in a lot of people that I work with, is we're always waiting for something bad, perceived bad, to happen. And this is where we need to unknot this. This is where we need to be like, no, I am worthy of this greatness. I am worthy of the love. I'm worthy of success. I'm worthy of abundance. You are worthy. And whether we believe it when we say it to ourselves or not, the more we do it and we persist in that, the more we will step into that worthiness. It's powerful. That belief is so powerful. I've said this so many times. What is the difference between you and somebody who's super rich and successful or has the love of their life or whatever it is that you desire to have? They believe in themselves. They know they're worthy. They know. So why aren't you? Why don't you feel that way? Because you think it. And are your thoughts reality? No, they create your reality. Your thoughts create your reality. So if you can reverse engineer that and shift those thoughts into loving and amazing thoughts and thoughts that assist you with getting to that place that you want to be, that you actually already are. Because if you have a thought about something, it exists on some time, like on some time space continuum, on one of your timelines in a different dimension. It is so amazing. And it is so, when we begin to realize this, we think things for a divine purpose because we're already there. We are there. We've always been there. We just need to realign ourselves with it. And you know what? I love the law of attraction community. I don't want a blanket statement. When we say we need to get in a vibrational frequency, what the hell does that mean? We can't really measure our vibrational frequency. And on the flip side, we can still manifest when we're not in a positive vibrational frequency. It's about being aware of where we are in that moment and not getting caught up in the lower feelings, emotions for too long and flipping yourself out. Because it's so easy to get dragged down the rabbit hole and to exist in those spaces that we don't want to be in. And a lot of the time we won't even realize we're in those spaces. So check yourself today. Feel in, how are you feeling? I'm happy because I'm looking out the window and it's raining, and I absolutely love the rain. The rain is such a great reset for the space that you're in. It cleanses all, brings you back to this stasis, this beautiful balance of energy. It's so powerful. Actually, I can't remember exactly what the chemical formula is. I should, I'm a scientist. But the rain actually changes the chemistry in the air and the land around us when it rains. So it's making me happy. And I choose to fixate on that because I woke up this morning not the happiest. And I'm like, why am I feeling this way? But I sat with it and I questioned it. Instead of, where I used to go down the rabbit hole of just getting grumpy and angry and bitter. And it's like, no, I'm creating this. If I'm not liking what's showing up in my external, I got to go inside and change the internal to project a different show outside of me. So that's what I've been doing today. Cleaning my surroundings, organizing, creating content, creating courses, writing, playing music, whatever it is that lights you up, do it. I even went shopping, which is strange for me. Anyway, we are in September right now when you're watching this, 2022. This week, if you're wanting to join in, I have an activation on Wednesday, which is the 21st, I think. I think I should know this, but I think it's the 21st. In the Northern Hemisphere, it is the fall equinox. So if you'd like to join that, they're amazing. It just activates you to your highest state of being. It really aligns you with your higher self. And it will assist you in moving in to this beautiful time of year. In the fall, the veil is so thin, and every time is an amazing time to work on yourself and to be awesome. But when we have these amazing astronomical events go on and worldly events, it's a great time just to sit in and be like, hey, I got this. I want to activate. So how my activations work, they're different than my healing circles. If you've come to a healing circle, the activations are a meditation. Well, first we ground and we do an energetic sovereignty exercise because this is so important in any kind of work that we do. And then I guide us through a really, really deep meditation to connect with our soul and our higher self. And it's cleansing and it's activating. And then I channel a message for the collective. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And a lot of the time you'll see and you'll meet your higher self. You'll see the vision of it and all that great stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to come on and share that today. So if you don't like what's showing up in your world, in your reality, go inside and change, because your 3D existence is a direct representation of your consciousness. So where is your consciousness? Being your subconscious. What's running the show? You don't have to think to breathe every moment. You don't have to think for your heart to beat or your lungs to expand or your stomach to digest the food. So this is how powerful it is. Our subconscious mind runs all of that. And it also runs all these limiting beliefs and programs that we've learned from the time that we've come into this world. So if you have these limiting beliefs and these blocks and these things that you feel are holding you back and holding you stagnant, it is so powerful to dig into those and just really understand what it is. And even I still have big limiting beliefs that come up, and it's like, why? why am I feeling this? And when I ask that why, the answers come flooding in, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, I see why maybe I didn't realize this 5 years ago, because I wasn't ready to realize this, but now I am. So yes, if you want to come join us on Wednesday. It's going to be awesome. The events link will be below to register for the event on YouTube. This is exciting. This is my first YouTube live. I do so many Facebook lives and I'm like, I'm going to mix it up today. We're going to go on YouTube and then share it to Facebook instead. If you're not part of my Facebook communities and you're on Facebook, come join the Spiritual Divinity Collective or the Collective Spiritual Consciousness. I have two. Becky Lee Soul Alchemy on Facebook as well, and Becky Lee Soul Alchemy on Instagram. I would love it if you guys came and followed, because the more follows, the more likes, the more people who subscribe and like and comment on my videos, it pushes me out into the algorithm. And that's really what I'm here to do, is to spread this information out there. And it's important. And if this is rang true to you, please comment below. Please hit the subscribe button if you feel called to, and come join one of my events. It'll be down below in the description, my link tree and all of my group Zoom events and my courses and everything like that. Anyway, I love you so much. Have the most beautiful day. And remember, it's all you. It's all you. Whether good, bad, or ugly, it's all you, and there's no one to change but self. Have a great day. Bye.